For 9 months, the body has carried a miracle with patience, a life growing day by day, developing alongside the mother's breath, heart, and emotions. When the 9th month comes to an end, the waiting period is over. Birth becomes an undeniable reality. This phase is not only the end of pregnancy, but also one of the most powerful beginnings of life. In the final weeks of pregnancy, the mother's body begins to prepare for birth. The uterine muscles signal this preparation through irregular contractions, pressure increases in the pelvic area, and the baby starts moving further down into the birth canal. During this time, the mother may feel the baby's movements more strongly and more clearly. Sleep can become interrupted, impatience may increase, and thoughts about the moment of birth become more frequent. All of these changes are natural signs that the body is getting ready. Labor usually becomes noticeable when regular contractions begin in the uterus. At first, these contractions may be mild and spaced apart, but over time they become stronger, more frequent, and more rhythmic. Their purpose is to open the cervix and prepare the way for the baby to be born. Some women experience the loss of the mucus plug, often called the bloody show, which is another sign that birth is approaching. In some cases, the water breaks before contractions intensify. In others, it happens during labor. When the water breaks, it is important to contact the medical team without delay. Once labor begins, the body actually knows exactly what to do. The first stage of labor is the period when contractions start and the cervix slowly begins to open. This stage is usually the longest. During this time, the mother needs both physical and emotional endurance. Focusing on breathing, relaxing the body instead of tensing it, and adapting to the rhythm of labor rather than resisting it can make a significant difference. Fear and stress can cause unnecessary tension in the muscles, while calmness and controlled breathing support a smoother progression of labor. When the cervix reaches full dilation, the second stage of labor begins. This is the most intense and powerful moment when the baby is born. The mother naturally feels the urge to push, and with guidance from the healthcare team, the pushing phase begins. This stage can vary greatly from one woman to another. Some births progress quickly, while others require more time and effort. Still, every push brings the baby closer to meeting the world. Finally, the baby's head appears, followed by the body. The baby's first breath, first cry, and the mother's first glance at her child become the most unforgettable moments of the entire journey. Immediately after birth, a new chapter begins for both mother and baby. In the first moments, skin-to-skin contact is often encouraged. This contact helps the baby feel safe and supports the release of hormones that stimulate milk production in the mother. The baby recognizes the mother's scent and voice, while the mother experiences the powerful emotion of holding her baby for the first time. These moments form the foundation of bonding. After the baby is born, the process of birth does not end immediately. In the third stage, the placenta separates from the uterus and is delivered. The stage is usually short, but must be carefully monitored. Ensuring that the placenta is completely delivered is essential for the mother's health and helps reduce the risk of excessive bleeding. Once this stage is complete, birth is considered medically finished. In the first hours after birth, the mother's body begins to recover rapidly. The uterus starts to contract and shrink, postpartum bleeding begins, and hormones shift dramatically. The mother may feel exhausted and emotionally sensitive. Rest, emotional support, and listening to the body's needs are especially important during this time. Recovery can vary depending on the type of birth. Healing is often faster after vaginal birth, while recovery after a cesarean section may require more rest and time. For the baby, the journey of adapting to the world begins. Initial examinations are performed, reflexes are checked, and breastfeeding is encouraged as soon as possible. The first milk, known as colostrum, is extremely valuable for the baby's immune system. Early breastfeeding strengthens both physical health and emotional bonding between mother and baby. The days following birth are known as the postpartum period. This is a time when the mother recovers both physically and emotionally, adjusts to caring for her baby, and adapts to a new daily rhythm. Because of hormonal changes, mood swings, tearfulness, sensitivity, and fatigue are very common. These feelings are usually temporary, and proper support makes this transition much healthier and easier. Ultimately, birth is not only the arrival of a baby into the world, but also the rebirth of a mother and a family. When the long-awaited moment finally arrives, everything changes. Life begins to move at a different pace, priorities shift, and a new journey begins. Birth is not an ending, but the first step into a completely new life shaped by love. And now that moment has arrived. The waiting we carried in our hearts for 9 months has come to an end. Today, not only was a baby born, we became mothers. With that first breath, that first look, and the moment we held that tiny body in our arms, life took on a completely new meaning. Being a mother is not just about giving birth, it is about learning with patience, growing with love, and becoming stronger every single day. From here on, our path is new. Sleepless nights, first smiles, first touches, and and a bond that grows deeper with each passing day are waiting for us. After birth, we will learn motherhood step by step, growing alongside our baby. There will be fears and questions, but we will overcome them together. We are not alone on this journey. From the baby's first days to the postpartum period, from the emotions of motherhood to every stage of our baby's development, we will talk about it all together, learn together, and move forward together. Because motherhood is not about being perfect, it is about continuing with love. Welcome, motherhood. Welcome to the most beautiful beginning of our lives.